Hebrews chapter 12 verse 28. Wherefore we, receiving a kingdom which can't be moved. It's important that this particular sentence makes impression in your heart, that the kingdom that you have received cannot be moved, in the sense that the standards cannot be changed. It is constant, irrespective who is the offender. The laws cannot be manipulated to fit into your pride and your laziness and your carelessness. No, the kingdom you have received cannot be moved. If you understand that irrespective of your singing, that if you flutter, that the application of divine judgment will apply, you will fear. And that's why I told you God don't have grandsons and uncles and nephews, and everybody is equal before God, irrespective of your status. Moses did not reverence God before the people of Israel, and he struck the rock whilst he was asked to speak to it, and he ordered a statement. He said, must I cause water to come forth for you out of this rock? And God said, what did you say? Because you reverence me not before the people. That's what God said. A man that God said he was the meekest. In fact, God at a point told him, depart from thee, let me consume these people, and I will make you into a great nation. Thou pleased my heart. It doesn't matter. There are no champions before God. Calm down. Just be calming down. There are no champions, and there is none that God cannot do without. That should make you afraid. If you check the quality of men that's walked this earth and how they were lifted from there, some of them died in a plane crash, very young age. Some of them went to the bed, they didn't wake up, very young age. You wonder, God, can you lose this person and still be doing business on earth? The answer is yes. In fact, it was after Moses died that God now told Joshua, arise, because you will divide the portion of the inheritance for these people unto them. Arise. From this day, I will begin to make you a mighty man, a feared man, a reverence man before the eyes of the people. Arise. He said, Moses, my servant, is dead. That's past. We are moving on. If you know that kind of God that can do without any man, okay, you have to humble yourself. If there's anybody that should be considered in the standards of things, is Moses. It was not fornication he committed. It was not adultery. It was reverential issue. He touched the holiness of God. He presented God before the people in a way that God felt dishonored. God felt not reverence. And the kingdom he received cannot be moved. They can't say, it's Moses. Okay, let's leave it. No, it will apply. And I can even assure you that the more you rise, the more afraid. You know, we have a name we call God in Igbo land. That name is a powerful name. It's true. For those of you who don't hear Igbo, it means that the mountain that you are climbing and you are afraid, the closer you are getting to where God is, the more afraid you should become. Because the higher you go, the more impact of your fall. If you're on the ground, you fall. Now it won't make any sense. But if you're on top of the mountain and you fall from there, how great will be that fall? The ones that need to be very more careful how they walk with God is those who come close to the altar, who come close to the presence of God, like leaders in church, workers in church, pastors and ministers. They must be the ones that be more careful. As a matter of fact, the Bible said that the judgment of God will start from the house of God. But then he said, among them that teach the word of God, they will be judged with the more strict measures. That means everybody will not be judged at the same level. The more you go up, the more strict measures will be taken on you. So it's not a very palatable thing to say, I'm a worker in church, I'm a leader in church, I serve in church. When you are saying that thing, just be coming down, just be learning honor and learning reverence for God. This kingdom which you have received cannot be moved. And because you have this understanding, that's why you need to have what?